The Sick Wife. Chapter 1. A Happy Beginning. Ravi and Meera had been married for 5 years. They lived in a small apartment in Delhi. Life was simple, but their love made it rich. Ravi worked in a bank, and Meera was a school teacher. Every morning, Ravi would drop Meera at her school on his bike, and in the evenings, they would walk together to the nearby park, holding hands like teenagers. They dreamed of saving money to buy a bigger house, maybe even start a family. For Ravi, Meera was not just his wife. She was his best friend, his guide, his everything. But life has a way of testing love in the harshest ways. Chapter 2. The First Signs. One winter evening, Meera came home looking pale. She brushed it off, saying she was just tired. But Ravi noticed she was coughing often, sometimes even feeling dizzy. "Let's go to the doctor," Ravi insisted. Meera smiled weakly. "It's nothing serious. Don't worry. Maybe just a seasonal cold." But days turned into weeks, and her condition didn't improve. She lost weight, her energy drained quickly. Ravi grew restless. Finally, he took her to the hospital. After tests, the doctor called Ravi aside. His face was serious. "Your wife has a rare illness. Treatment is possible, but it will be long, expensive, and difficult." Ravi's heart sank. He didn't know whether to cry or scream. Chapter 3. The struggle begins. Meera tried to stay strong, but the medicines made her weak. Some days she couldn't even get out of bed. Ravi watched helplessly as the woman who once filled their home with laughter now struggled to even smile. He began doing all the household chores, cooking, cleaning, washing clothes, while balancing his job. At night, he would sit by her side, holding her hand. One night, Meera whispered, "Ravi, I'm sorry. I'm becoming a burden to you." Ravi's eyes filled with tears. "Don't you ever say that. You are my life. If you are sick, I will fight with you. We will face this together." Chapter 4. Financial burdens. The treatment cost more than Ravi's savings. He sold his bike, their gold jewelry, even took loans. Some relatives advised him to think practically. One even said, "Why waste so much money? These illnesses rarely end well." But Ravi refused to listen. He worked extra hours, skipped meals, and still made sure Meera got the best treatment possible. At times, he felt exhausted, but whenever he looked at Meera's fragile face, he found new strength. Chapter 5. Love in Pain. Despite the suffering, their love deepened. Ravi learned to find joy in small things. Feeding Meera soup with his own hands, reading her favorite books when she couldn't hold them, playing her favorite songs at night to help her sleep. Once, when she was admitted to the hospital for a week, Ravi slept on the cold bench outside her ward. Nurses told him to go home, but he stayed. He wanted to be there every moment. Meera would sometimes wake up at night and see him watching her with tired eyes. She would whisper, "I love you, Ravi." And he would reply softly, I love you more, enough to fight the whole world for you. Chapter 6. The Darkest Days. Months passed. The illness grew worse. Some days, Mira's pain was unbearable. Ravi felt helpless, watching her cry. One evening, she told him, "Ravi, if I don't make it, promise me you'll live your life. Promise me you won't break." Ravi held her tightly, tears running down his face. "Don't talk like that. You are not going anywhere. We still have a life to live together. We still have dreams." But inside, fear haunted him. Chapter 7. A Glimpse of Hope. One day, the doctors said a new treatment had shown good results, but it was very costly. Ravi didn't think twice. He borrowed more money, even worked night shifts. Mira noticed his struggle and said, "You're killing yourself for me." Ravi replied, "I'd rather die fighting for you than live without you." With the new treatment, slowly, Mira's condition began to improve. She started sitting up, walking a little, even smiling again. For Ravi, it felt like watching sunshine return after a long storm. Chapter 8. Healing Together. It took another year of treatment, sacrifices, and countless prayers. But finally, the doctors said Mira's illness was under control. Ravi broke down in the hospital corridor, crying, not out of pain, but relief. Mira hugged him and said, "See, our love won." Life was still not easy. They had debts to repay. Their savings were gone, but they had each other, and that was enough. Chapter 9. A New Beginning. Years later, Ravi and Mira would often sit on their balcony, sipping tea, watching the sunset. Their love had scars, but those scars made it stronger. Ravi sometimes joked, "You know, you gave me more gray hairs than old age ever could." Mira laughed softly, "And you gave me more love than I ever dreamed of." Their story was not of wealth or success, but of pure love, sacrifice, and the power of standing together. Chapter 10. The Lesson. Love is not tested in happy times. True love shines in sickness, in poverty, in sleepless nights and silent prayers. Ravi and Mira's journey taught one truth: when life gives pain, love turns it into strength. And sometimes that strength is enough to heal the deepest wounds.